As always, there was no hope for survival. Hello and welcome to the Savvy Gadgetz channel with me, Ian, otherwise known as Fan, and Project Zomboid. Now, I've got a bit of a bold plan this week, it has to be said, because I finally managed to get my level of mechanics up to 2 and my electronics up to 1, and that now allows me to hotwire cars. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to demonstrate hot wiring cars with mechanics. I'm going to go and take a car that I don't have a key to. I'm going to fuel it up, and then I'm going to go, and this is the bold thing, because I think, see, we're here, just here. This is us in this hut here, familiar territory, but we're going to walk across here. Yes, I said walk. So that's going to be fun. So we're going to walk across here, walk across this field, walk across to the fire station. Now I do want to check out the police station. Have a poke around in there again, because I'm not entirely sure whether things respawn or not, but there are some nice cars in this car park area, and this is going to be one of the targets that I'm trying to hotwire, because I didn't have the keys for them. So once we've done that, I'm going to drive out the other side of Rosewood. I'm going to drive down here, down this road here, hopefully with enough petrol. And then when we get to here, I'm actually going to veer off and head to this cabin in the woods. Because what I'm actually after, you can see that stove. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I'm after. That's the goal of today, at Ben's cabin. Hopefully Ben's not home, or Ben has shambled off somewhere. Now, it's actually been quite a while since you can actually see like all the trees coming in. Look at that, it's very dense forests. Hopefully there's a reasonable way through, because the problem with this is I'm actually going to have to carry that, but because I've been here so long, I've actually survived a long time in this game. I may have to leave the car here. Yay. So, that's what we're up to. That's where we're going today. So, I've got food, just about, I think. I need to make some food. I've got some berries. I'm going to take a can of oats with me. I'm going to sort out my inventory first. Let's get on to that. Don't need red wine in my inventory. That can go over there. I've got some water, got some berries, got some mushrooms. I will sort of like take a look. I'll use the foraging system as I go along, see if I can actually find something. But I need to make some food and cook some food first, because cooking, it's your pathway to happiness and all of that. We've got still got some fish handy, so what we'll do is we'll create a roast random fish. Ah, right, now these are uncooked, they're not fresh, so they're not going to give me a lot in terms of happiness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in there. I'm actually going to get rid of them. Fishing isn't a difficult one, because it's a case of I'm literally got a lake on my doorstep. So what we're going to do is going to drop these in the composter. Anything that's rotten or I don't need goes straight in there. And like I say, fishing isn't a problem anymore. Not really. And I want to use fresh ingredients rather than not so fresh ingredients. It won't harm, but you also won't get the best out of it either. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to create a couple of roasts, and then we're going to cook them. And what I want to do is I want to dismantle this and then put the stove in there, so it's underneath there. Now I've already got a plumbed in sink, so I can drink from there. That keeps my thirst down. So that's some random vegetables. Excuse me. Create another roast from random fish, and then we'll get it cooked. And what we might do is we might sleep on it tonight. Now I need the welding mask and the propane torch to actually pull the thing out. I'm going to keep the machete. Hey Joe, how are you? Happy New Year, sir, to you. Welcome back to Savvy Gadgetz. Just laying out the plan. I'm off to get a stove, but I've managed to sort out my mechanics and my electronics this week, so I can actually hotwire cars. So I'm going to grab a gas can, walk over to Rosewood, check out the police station, and see if there's anything that I've missed. And then, if that's the case, I'm going to sort of snag some stuff, and I'm going to steal a car. I'm going to hotwire it, and then I'm going to go and get this stove from a cabin in the woods. Now that's the plan. It's a bold plan. It may involve screaming and death, but it's what I'm intending to do at the moment. I'm just sort of like trying to get my food going. So hopefully, because I've used fresh ingredients, at least they're going to keep me happy for a bit. Because then I can stop. Actually, if I get the stove, I can actually twigs. Give me a twiggy. Light flyer. There we go. And then those two like that, and because they go on separately and they go off the fires, I can actually take them off without them burning. Yes. You're quite right, and for some reason the Zeds like to hang around the police station. So I'm going to take plenty of spears with me in my backpack, as much as I can carry, because then they're going to go back in the car, because I'm expecting a lot of fighting in this one. One of the other things that I'm going to do is I'm going to take with me the gas can, obviously, with some fuel in it, so I can just tank up a car, hotwire it and go. And I'm going to take myself a can of oats. Now this sounds unusual, but a can of oats is one of the most filling meals that you can have from an actual can without having to cook it or anything like that. If you've got a bowl, just bung it in a bowl and you get a nice oatmeal. Now, as I said, there could be lots of screaming and kicking and death in this one. Right, so birthday present from my daughters. Okay. It's a red panda, a slap band bracelet, so it's like sits on your wrist like that. So I have a little gaming friend with me, and I've got a mouse mat. It's rather big. It's one of those really. It's got a nice, impressive figure on it. Look, there you go. So nice and orange. It goes with the red panda. So that was my birthday presents. Yeah, red pandas are my favourite animal. I love them to bits. They're great. Let's just get this off. Oh, I forgot to bring my phone up. Okay. Just wait for these to cook. Now it's getting late in the day. Character's already hungry. That's unreal. Just as well I'm cooking, actually. This is going to take a little bit of prep to do. It's the fruit salad, random fruits. Hopefully it's the roasts that are going to keep me going on this adventure. And eat. Okay, great. That'll sort my hunger out. Right, so we need a gas can. We don't need a red corset, we need a gas can. No, a gas can with gas in it. Right, okay, that's a good start. Now, I did actually try using the Valutech Porta Disc with the CDs and some earbuds and equipped it as primary, but then I couldn't actually put a CD in it. So that's slightly disappointing. Right, then what do I have that I don't need? I might need the hammer. I don't have a saw. If I want to disassemble the door, I just need a hammer and a tool screwdriver. Okay, I've got both of those. That's right, so that's fine. Right, let's see what we can pick up in terms of spears, because they're going to go in my backpack. Let's pick ones that are in better condition. Oops, oh, running away. can pick up 3. Okay, I've got 1. Let's the violets. I don't need the trowel, so let's drop the trowel. Machete, kitchen knife. I'd need the welder's mask. Gas can. I may have to craft some more stuff. Okay. How young did I get? Well, yeah. I hit the big 50. I am officially 50 years old, so I have to join the police force now for a year. 50, get it? But yeah, so it's a biggie, which is fine. You know, I was just caught up with my wife. God, dude, hungry already. That is not a good sign. I haven't had any luck with these traps either. Now it's only a 5-minute walk across here to the fire station and the police station, so that's not too bad. Hey, Super Tone Man, hello. How are you? I can hear my dogs go mad. Whenever that's okay, Joe. 58, 50. We're all old gamers here. You know, I mean, I think Super Tone's not far off of that either, are you, mate? Well, he's a bit younger than me, I think, but not by much. It's like, welcome to Old Git Gaming. That's what it is. Right, so hot fitting across. Ah, yeah, you see, the plus 40 club. That's it. Let's see if we can pick up food and things along the way. Let's actually check this out. Okay, so we should find something as we meander across the fields. The likelihood is we're going to encounter Zeds as well. So I have a spear to hand. Oh, hello, what's that? Twigs, I don't need twigs. Discard the twigs. I do seem to be very devoid of zombies. I did kill some around this area a while ago. Now, one of the things that's like springing to my mind. Oh, here we go. Here's some. Let's turn off the new death entrapment mode. Get a spear in my hands. Go into crouchy. Is the roads and everything is slowly deteriorating? Nice. Classic wristwatch, pants and skirt. No, not interested. And back on with death initiative mode. Because that's what foraging is. It's designed to make you walk around and get you killed off more easily, let's face it. Yeah, well, we all are really. Now what we found here is pick up an empty bottle of bleach. Not particularly interested at the moment, but oh, hello. What was that? There we go. Chipstones. Right, so I've actually done quite well over this week. I'm nearly topped out on my current foraging level, and I'll need to read the next book. Cooking went up, and my fishing went up. Yeah, oh, there we go. Look. Turn off death entrapment mode, as I like to call it. And that broke my spear. Swines. Oh well, at least it's on the floor now. And we get another one out of the backpack. Equip in both hands. I'm down a spear already, this is not good. However, I've got my machete, so I'm not desperate. Interesting that the investigate area is now turned into urban area. Okay, I think I've raided this house. It looks like I've raided this because there's a saucepan on the floor for no apparent reason. And the back door is open. I forgot to pick up a can of oats, didn't I? Ah, all the best laid plans and all of that. Well, there's no food there. Rotten mutton chop and nothing. Alright, okay, let's have a quick nose around. Nothing really of interest here. Maybe some stuff to dismantle at a later date. There's a TV there. Help my electronics and all the rest of it. Yeah, well, that's my overall thought on it, because you're having to walk around a lot more. You're more likely to encounter, zombies, and because it brings in that field of view. If you're not careful, especially at night, if you're doing it at night, you just won't find anything. But the zombies are so well masked, it's unreal. Especially if you're out here in sort of like urban areas. Not so sure, sort of like rural areas rather than urban areas. Right, let's get something to eat. Grapefruit salad, round of fruits, and eat that because I'm hungry and I'm overloaded for some reason. Let's just eat that berry randomly. Turn on death mode, and I immediately find some chip stones. There we go. I don't need those. No, how does one house constitute an urban area? I'm sorry, it's not. I'm out in the rural sticks still. Now, I'm still not entirely sure whether you should be doing like the whole right mouse button sort of focus like this to gain better results, because that's kind of what it says in the instructions. It says the focused aim, which is what that is, I think. But there doesn't seem to be anything. Let's get into dusk. We might camp out the night in the fire station. Still got my boots on. Ah, cricket. That's always useful. Even a single cricket's putting me over my weight limit at the minute. But it's not a terrible journey just walking. I'm already here at the fire station and the police station. I'm kind of interested to see what we pick up. Yeah, right, okay. As you can see, look, these places are slowly getting overgrown. So, and where I am, out in that rural area, it's a case of he's finding something, isn't he? Or she? Cricket. That's a grasshopper. I'll put that in the bag. That's always useful for fishing. That was unexpected, but I'm on a sort of grass area. Let's take a look at the police station. So now I'm in a road, and now I'm in nothing here. Right, okay, so let's turn off the we're going to destroy your vision with this. Get the spear out. Go into sneaky mode. And like I say, we haven't encountered that many Z's. I'm just going to check out around here, because that door wasn't smashed last time I was here, so someone's been handy. Just going to hedge my bets and all of that, make sure that I am alone. Good with tomato sauce, as we always say. I can hear my dogs going mad downstairs. I don't know what my wife's watching on the TV. It's a $1 million listing. She loves that sort of program. So, right, I'm still watering the taps here, so I've got plenty of drink. My character's just so hungry. It's unreal. I'm going to use up my berries. Well, Rosewood was where I started, so I have done quite a lot of work around it. I'm pretty sure those doors were broken down before. Well, at least they're open. Right, let's see what we've got here. Now, because I've probably scavenged all of it. Most of it apparently. Still some shotgun shells there, and that's it. Yeah, okay. So nothing new there. So we can. I wonder, because I was wondering whether or not there would be something respawn, because one of the settings is you can set stuff to respawn on a daily basis. Now previously, me and Supertone talked about these vehicles here to say, oh, it'd be nice if we could get one of these. Because if you check this one out, check the mechanics, I think this one's in pretty good nick. It looks in pretty good nick. It is 73%. Front right seat's a bit knackered. Don't care about that. On the driver's seat, heater. Don't care about that. Battery 61. Tank, engine, doors. I mean, the engine is in 70% condition. That's pretty good. So overall, that's the one that I was thinking about taking. But there are some others here. This one, I think I've smashed the window on to get into it. If I look at that, and although it's got a nice sort of like amount of storage in the back of it, it's in slightly better nick because somebody's broken the front left window. I wonder who that was. So that one's in good nick. I could always come back and get that one, I suppose. I mean, there's a few vans like that around, but I think the police truck's what we need. Excuse me. So let's get in the car. I don't have the key, so I can hotwire. And you can tell when a car's hot-wired because it's, or if you successfully hotwire it, because it's got wires dangling out of it. Okay, let's try that again. I wonder if this actually increases your mechanic skill. Not sure. Let's try. I did manage to do it with one of the other cars. Maybe I need petrol in it or something like that. So that it's an actual working car or something. Just put that in the backpack. Because believe it or believe it not, right, let's get back in the car. Let's see if we can hotwire the bugger now. Oh, got a dirty bandage. Yeah, for some reason walking through a bush or through a tree gave me a head wound. There we go. Again, you can see the wires. It actually says hot wired. Come on. Hi, how you doing, RP Marathi Vlogs? Oh. I'll just put gas in it. Maybe it doesn't. Or maybe I didn't give it a chance. Didn't look like it had gas in it, did it? That might be my problem. There we go, yeah, that was exactly the problem. Right, so now I've got that. see if I can find more gas. Which I can, because this powered vehicle apparently has loads of it. And because it's a much bigger vehicle, hopefully it will just top this one up completely, and then I'll have plenty of food, plenty of gas in the tank, and I can do what I like with it. Yeah, Project Zomboid is its own particular type of hell. Hello, RP. So welcome to the Savvy Gadgetz channel, Project Zomboid. Welcome, ask questions, and I'll endeavour to answer them for you. Currently on a mission to hotwire a car, which I've done, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on, and I'm going to try and get a stove for my out of the way rural retreat. Happy New Year to you, by the way. Yeah, you see, that's an idea. It is an idea. I just don't think it'll handle the dirt very well, especially where I'm going. Because if I just put that on pause, so this is where the hut is. So I've got this dirt track to get down, and it's literally we're here. This is where we are. We're in this car park just there. So I'm going to drive out this way. There's loads of zombies there, or there were, and I'm at least going to take a look. But when I get down here, I'm going to have to drive along this muddy bit. And then it looks like I'm probably going to have to walk to that cabin. Yeah, walk to that cabin. It's going to be a case of suck it and see, find out what's there. Yeah, hey, I'm in the UK. So what I'm going to do is actually going to spend the night in the drive over to my old haunt, the fire station. There should be enough gas in the tank, but there are so few of these around. It's almost unreal. It is at the moment. It's actually quite warm. We've had some nice warm days actually, despite the fact it's, for us it was the warmest. Oh, hello. That's bad. How many? Where did they all come from? Am I bleeding? No, I'm not. That was close. I can't see hardly anything. Whew. I honestly thought one of them had got me then. Question is where the hell did they all come from? Well, at least there's plenty of nice equipment if I wanted it. Firefighter's helmet. Yeah, quite right. I mean, it's usually cold for us. Okay. Let's get some drink, get some food. Yeah, I mean it's usually, it's usually that time of year for us when it's really cold, and it just isn't. It's just weird how warm it is for the time of year. Yeah. Right, still hungry. So where the hell did they come in? Or how did they get in? Are they broken in through the back door? Because the front door wasn't broken. Okay, I'll better check out the other rooms. So if it's not entirely safe here. And this one looks clear. Let's put our heads down here. Yeah, go for it. Mine, I usually play under the handle Ven UK, but my actual name is Ian. As I always say when I start my channel, it's like, hey, welcome to the channel, to Savvy Gadgets. My name's Ian, otherwise known as Ven. So, yeah. It's how we roll. Well, how I roll, anyway. Okay, the windows aren't broken. The back door isn't broken. They're not broken. How the hell did they get in? Propane tanks, metal sheets, toolbox. They must have respawned. Alright, that's interesting, Joe. Maybe they came in from some other place. Right, anyway. Let's see how far we can get with our spanky new car. So I think zombies respawn quite nice. Well, obviously zombies respawn. Here's a van I ruined earlier and died getting out of. There are some other cars up here. Some nice ones. There's a nice van there. Avoid disease. It's interesting that it thinks I'm overloaded. This is a nice quiet motor. How was this when I needed it? Right, if this looks hairy, I'm not going. It's as simple as that. If there's a load of Z's around down here, then I'm going nowhere near that up. And there's still some stuff back at the fire station that I can make use of. There's a propane tank there, that's going to be useful. Plus I'm kind of hedging my bets a bit because there is a slight chance that I may or may not be able to take that stove out without damaging it or breaking it, because it requires a skill level that I probably don't have. Perhaps I should pay attention to what I'm doing. Let's have a quick look at the map. Go up to level 1, level 2. I mean, that's a fairly obvious one, isn't it? It's like there's a pole there. Ah, I bet that's the... I bet that's it. Never mind. Right, so I think that that bit on the map is that thing there. Right, so it's the next light pole down here on the right hand side where I need to turn right. Or there. Or not, as the case may be. Right, there's, I think it's a fairly obvious opening. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, God. Yeah, that looks like it. My question is how far in do you go? How many trees do you hit? Okay, it looks kind of promising so far. I really need to stop hitting things with my car. Let's take stock of where we are from the map. So we've travelled all the way down there, all the way along here. Yeah, so we're almost at Muldra. I think we'll get out there. I think we'll have a nosy around. We'll eat something. We'll drink something. Let's put the gas can in the back, not on the floor, you idiot. Put it in the back of the car. Let's eat some food. Let's eat that. Let's eat all of that. Then won't be hungry. I'll have a drink. Right. Okay, so let's... The tree density's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Might take me a while to find this place. Better known as Ben's Shack on the map. Okay. Am I far enough in, I wonder? I might not even be in the right place, let's face it. Not far off of Muldrow. It's kind of half and half, isn't it? It's more over that side. What's all of that? How weird, look at that. I guess someone's forgot to take the roofs off. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, so it's not too far off of that bit of dirt track. Slightly more in that direction, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think it's still more in this direction. I think that that road, if I just pause that, go back to the map. Yeah, so that road there and that road there, it's sort of 3/4 of the way along, isn't it? So I'm not quite there yet. But I haven't seen any Z's, so I'm not particularly worried. It's interesting that this is... Oh, we're here. Look, we found it. We have found Ben's shack. Actually says Ben's cabin. Sorry. Right, let's hope Ben isn't at home. Oh, come on. Oh, I might just have to dismantle the door then. Yeah, shack, cabin. Don't make no difference, does it? This is a zombie apocalypse. Nobody cares. And like I say, let's hope nobody's home. Ah, some nice storage bits. Fishing tackle. That's useful. Fishing line. Thank you very much, sir. Fishing rods. Fishing nets. That's what you want. Tent kits. Okay, fine. Right. Oh, look at this. Formal shirt. Plate. Okay, that's a bit of a letdown. But all the same. A razor, a rubber band and a magazine. That was definitely worth coming in here because one of the problems that I've had a lot is with this sort of thing. I can drop the dirty rag. Don't need the dirty rag. Roasting pan go in the backpack. No, I can't. All right, fine. Right, now the thing is don't want to disassemble it. I want to actually pick it up. Too heavy for inventory. Right, that's definitely a case of getting the car nearer, isn't it? So if we dive down in this direction, we should come across that bit of road. So I need to get the car this far. And this looks like the bit. Alright, so the car's down here, isn't it? That's a fair way to go. Getting the car through, that's going to be quite interesting. Oh, hello. Dead Z. I know there was actually a couple of cabins off to the right. Right, anyway. Oh look, that's handy. Someone's left a police car in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to know what's a solid tree and what isn't. That one's solid. Okay, where did he come from? Excuse me, sir, could you show me the way to Ben's cabin? Right, let's check the map. We've got quite a way to go. Hang on. Oh, seriously? That tree had no credibility. I mean, some of these there's not just sat there and you think they just run over them. Oh, those look like a serious bit of wood. Now the Z's are coming out of the woodwork. Whoop. Oh, I've gone way too far, look. I need to head sort of up left. That's why I'm coming across these zombies. Carefully manoeuvre through the forest. Haha! Bugger! What's wrong, trees? This car isn't going to be much cop. Ho ho ho. Get the pun? Much cop? No? Okay. Well, yeah, quite. It's like, oh, I'm absolutely starving. Alright, let's eat all of that. I've only got a few berries left. Drink some water. And then, hopefully, says Ian, I want to drink the contents into that. I don't want to drop it, I want to drink it. No, oh no, got propane torch too. Right, let's get back in the car. Let's look at that seat. Let's put the fishing line, fishing net, the grasshopper, the cricket, the roasting pan. Let's put them on the seat. That empties up my inventory a little bit. So why I can't drink, I don't know. It's probably because I don't need to. Right, now hopefully... got my empty gas can. Right, let's see if we can actually pick this up. And drop it. Antique oven. There we go. Too heavy for inventory. So it's going to be in my hands basically. Which means I'm going to take damage, which is why I've got the car here. And antique oven in the back of the van. Like so. It's going to plan. Something's going to plan. Oh God, it's so sad when it's something so small. Let's grab those planks. That can always go in the back of the car as well. Now this is where things get more fun, because now the car's heavier. It's going to be bogged down a bit. Actually, I don't think there's anything else around here that I can thieve. Here. Well, that's going to be more important at a later date, isn't it? Especially when things come into play. When the seasons kick in. Because it's autumn, it's going to be... Right, yeah, I think we've snagged everything we can take. When autumn comes, which it is autumn now, I think, when winter turns up, it's going to be bloody freezing. Right, so I need to sort of work my way down here a bit. But I'm actually going to do what Supertone suggested, and that is I'm going to take, when I get back to the police areas. Oh, I'm back on the road, that sort of dodgy road. Now, whilst I'm here, no, I'm probably over here, I'm probably too far away. No, it's a silly idea. No, we don't need to. I want to survive, and I am surviving, and this is good. Apparently, I'm not surviving very well against the trees, but do I snag stuff off of that guy? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get the hard hat. Let's just get the hard hat. I think that's more useful than anything that guy could be having on him. Oh, that other side. Other side. I'd like to say that that was the case, that they were jumping in front of my car, but it's just simply not true. Yeah. It's just that I'm an exceedingly bad driver. I always am in this game. It's just one of those, because it's in certain directions it's counterintuitive, because you have to push left to go that way, and that's always been a problem for me in games. But even so, it's not as awful as I thought it would have been. I was just checking to see whether I could actually put the foraging mode on. Because Joe missed it, because he was making a cup of coffee, I will hotwire that big van, commercial van, put this on tow, and take both of them back to my base. That was Supertone's idea, which is a very good idea. I like that. I think we can work with that Supertone, and then I will have a large commercial vehicle to play around with and work on my mechanics, should I desire. Because I've got, the thing is now that I've got mechanics up to level 2 and I can hotwire cars, I don't think there's much else I really need to use it with, in all honesty. I can go in hot wired cars as long as I've got gas to put in the tank, then it's all good. Need to get to the road. Right, this dirt track bit was just off the road, wasn't it? Another Z. Avoid the Z by driving around it. Another Z. There were no Zs around here whatsoever, then all of a sudden there's loads of them. They just migrate to me. Oh, it's that smell we were talking about, Supertone, last week. What? Are you trying to say I'm a bad driver, Supertone? Getting hungry. That's not a good thing. Because I bet there's not much food. Well, I've got food in cans that I can use. Still got half a tank, so things are going okay. Not using as much petrol as I thought I would. Yeah, you're too kind. Right, so hopefully we're not too far away from the entrance to Rosewood. Whoop, hey, steady on, where did he come from? I mean, at the end of the day, all of the stuff that I've been trying to do with mechanics is so that I can rebuild up my fire truck. Oh, here we go, here we go. Hanging on the left. For some reason I thought there was something in the middle of the road there. And then into the dead man zone that is this bit here. Right, okay. Right, so I'm going to line these cars up. I'm going to turn the engine off. And get out. Right, okay, so let's just check this car because I might need to siphon gas off of it. Right, so to hotwire it, open up the V menu, and if it's got petrol, just click the key hotwire, it's hotwired. And it's still got half a tank of petrol. Right, great. So what we can now do is we get out. I said get out. I said get out. Is hit the V again and hit the plus key. And what this is going to do is it's actually, even though I've got no towing rope or anything else like that, it's going to attach the police car to the commercial van. And it's always best when you're towing is to have a bigger vehicle towing. If it's the same size, it tends to ruin the engine really quick. Yeah, speed bump zombie. character is desperately hungry and thirsty at the minute. There's a collection of zombies. Slightly better. So let's follow it round. In fact, I think I've missed my turning somewhere. I think my turning was back there. Doesn't matter because it's all a big loop. This is where I check the map because I am officially lost. I know I'm in the right area. Yeah, that was the one I was supposed to go down. So I want to keep going around, don't I? Or is that the one? What's that one? Oh, maybe that is the one. Maybe that's the one I'm looking for. Let's take it. Oh yeah, this looks good. Ah, my box traps, which haven't caught anything. And that's it, we are officially home. And then whilst we're here, we do that and we press the minus, and then that takes the police car off. Right, so first things first, desperately hungry, desperately thirsty. Let's get something to eat, something to drink, get some food, get some sleep. Can of oats, make a bowl of oatmeal, that's usually a good start. Then we can drink some water as well. Bowl of oatmeal fresh. Doesn't make me unhappy, but does this, you know, get rid of my hunger. Oatmeal's really good. Yeah, I tried cabbage and I have tried carrots, and nothing's worked. It's really disappointing. So let's do another bowl of oatmeal, make a bowl of beans. That's the good thing about oatmeal. It's fantastic stuff. It's one of those ones that gets rid of a lot of hunger real quick. Oh, hunger be gone. Right, let's get some sleep. That was that was worth it, I think. We found some fishing tackle at that shack. We've got our stove, which we can put in. This is good. Right, so the next part about this, says Ian, is the oven. What's in the oven? The roasting pan. The roasting pan can go in there. Because we can now disassemble the red oven. Now, I don't care if the oven disappears. So I could just move it, can't I? Maybe. Let's pick it up and move it. Skill, electrical 3. And I don't have it, electrical 3. Oh, You need a screwdriver and electrics. Yeah, I'm still catching birds. I'm kind of wondering what I'm going to do with mice and other bits. And fish is the most obvious, and it's now the easier because I've been doing fishing. No, sod it. Let's just dismantle it. If I really need to, there's others. I can always go pick up another one. It's no biggie. You know, that's assuming I get electrics going at all. At the moment, it's just in the way. And hopefully I'm going to bundle these over in the corner. And all the other stuff that I happen to have. Water bottle, screwdriver, rip sheets, hammer. I'm not wearing my hat. Why am I not wearing my hat? There we go, it's better. Welder's mask, that can go in there. And crafty spear. Right, because now I get the unsurpassable joy. Actually, let's leave that door open. Oh, look, cabbages. Oh, they're ready for harvest, look. Oh, that's a thing. I'll harvest those cabbages in a minute. Right, so in the back of our police car. Oh, right, oh, okay. Is that a case of it actually burns the cupboards? Right, okay, I might have to install it somewhere else then. Yeah. Well, I can't really move the sink. Well, I could, I suppose. Could always put it, but then that's a case of I might break it as well. I didn't think of that. I might have to put it in the corner then, over here, over all that rubbish. Oh, I don't know. We've got to sort out all that rubbish first. There's a lot of it. There's the high-end camera I found foraging. Box of nails, 5mm chips, dish towel, duct tape, glue, hard hat, knitting needles, paper clips, planks, scrap electronics, screws, sunflower seeds, thread, vinegar, wood glue. That could all go down there. No, I'll just put it the other side of the wall. In my storage area. That one, put the bottle of pop in there. Eat the berry. It's all stuff that I've been meaning to sort out anyway. It's like what was an old bedroom is now my storage area. some point I'm going to build weapon bits and that. So, high-end camera. We'll drop both those hunting knives. Metal pipe. Red wine, red wine. Tree branches, vinegar. Wine. Cannibal pain. Broken arrows. All of that. Still got a hunting knife in my. Could use those tree branches is to actually heat up the oven anyway. High-end camera, that can go in there as well. It's looking better. Screwdriver, I don't need 2 screwdrivers. Yeah, well, alcohol's a good way of keeping your character happy, but then they also like need water and that kind of thing. And get down the empty gas can, aerosol bomb, metal sheets, pipe wrench. Was that all he picked up? Something just happened outside. I think one of my daughters just dropped something. Sounded pretty catastrophic. I think dinner just went on the floor, maybe. Just heard a gunshot. Trying to attract zombies to my location. There's swines. Let's build another cabinet there, I suppose. Battery charger, hand axe, 9mm, shovel. Once we cleared that out. Pickaxe handle go, don't need that because I don't have a pickaxe head for it. It's just the concrete in it. Right. Then we have a clear area where we can put our stove. I said drop it on the floor. Okay, let's drop it over on this point in the floor then. There we go, right. And now for the pièce de résistance. Actually, I better eat something. Make a bowl of oatmeal, have a drink. From my beautifully plumbed in taps. This is going to hurt me quite a bit because I'm very badly overloaded. So I didn't want to run with it to the car, so I brought the car to the shack because you can see the heart indicator and that I'm quickly losing health. Alright, so we need to place item and put it straight there. And there we have an antique stove. Ha ha ha! Which hopefully we can now cook in it. Not entirely sure whether that improves my cooking abilities or not, but there we are. That was the goal of today, and it is I've actually achieved it, which is even more monumental. Alright, so let's go grab the other stuff out of the front of the police car. And harvest our cabbages. Farming's just gone up by quite a bit, and now it's gone up another level, so farming's doing really well. Should have... oh well, I know what I'm going to do with those. Oh, now that's nice. Now, cabbage fresh, minus 25 hunger, minus 10 thirst, so I'm just going to eat one of those. And harvest that as well, and the other ones. And I can use those in salads and God knows what else. But with a bit of luck, grab all of this stuff. Add it to my fishing pile, just inside the door, which I've survived with just a stick and some twine for the time being. Fishing iron, fishing net trap, fishing rod, tackle, grasshopper. All goes down there. Da, 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 da. Roasting pan goes in. I can't do anything with the roasting pan. Let's try cooking on my brand new crack roast random fish. Crack roast random fish. Right, add a random vegetable, which would in this case be cabbages. Add a random vegetables. Yeah. Okay, well, let's add those two in. Need some twigs to start it off. I saw tree branches. More tree branches. There we go. We'll add all of those. So what we'll do, we'll add fuel, tree branches 7, all 7. There we go. It'll cook quicker as well because it's an oven. Right, let's light it with twigs and a lighter. There we go. Oh look, I'm unpleasantly hot, what a surprise. I'm not going to get the most out of those, I don't think. There's so much that I need to sort out. Do you know what? I think that is cooking quicker because it's in the oven. drink. Now, I say I think it was cooking quicker. I think I might have just lied. Still seems to be taking ages. Quickly buzz it along a bit. There we go. Still cooking. Now we're burning. Oh, let's put the fire out. There we go, and pick those up. Why can't I put those in my backpack? What's in my backpack? That's all the cabbages. Of course. What else would it be? Right. So whilst we've got those, put those in the fridge. Even though the fridge isn't actually working. I'm going to run out to my traps. Oh, fantastic. Berries straight on the off. And they're not poisonous, even better. Add bait, not berries. Put a cabbage. And add bait, fresh cabbage. There we go. Fresh cabbage. See how that does. See if we can actually catch some game. Right, frogs. I've just managed, whilst foraging, to pick up a frog. Now that may not seem significant, but you can actually slice frogs into meat, and you can keep them around ad infinitum as well. You just put them on the floor and they don't go anywhere. They don't hop off or anything. So they actually make a pretty decent storage of food. So in times of when you get desperate for meat or other types of food, if you've got frogs lying around, then you've got some source of food. Oh, speaking of which, check the trap, and we have a dead bird, which we can then butcher. There we go. Fantastic. So we now have some small bird meat, which we can cook. We need to re-trap that. Also need to work on my farming. Trapping probably just well. Trapping is by far the hardest thing I've come across to level in this game in terms of a skill. I haven't really worked at electronics, but at the same time I haven't really had a need for it much other than dismantling stuff. And if you dismantle watches, digital watches, off of zombies, the first level is easy to get. But let's see, let's just eat the cabbage. As it's fresh. There we go, that'll help. Okay. Right, so there we go. That's an hour and a half's gaming in Project Zomboid, in which we've done something really useful. What can I do with these? Carpentry furniture. I haven't got enough for a large table, because what I've been doing... Oh, it's only short of nails, is it? Ah. Drop my other crafted spear here, because I don't need them. Just need to read a book. Nails, there we go. build a large table. This is how I've been getting my carpentry up, because at the moment it's 1808. That's gone up by that, and then to 23, so that's gone up by 12 plus 3, so by 15, so you disassemble it. And then I think that gives you another 10. I think overall you get a certain amount for it. But once I get up to level carpentry level 7, I can replace my barrels on top for bigger barrels. And dismantle ones that I've got and replumb them in. And then you just rinse and repeat, do that again, provided you've got the bits you need, and the bits I've now run out of planks, so I now need to find some planks from somewhere. But that's how I've been getting my carpentry up. I need to read the next farming book. So I've separated my shelves into food related and non-food related, so that's mechanics and metalwork and that kind of thing, whereas this is cooking, foraging, trapping, farming. So we need following volume 2. Following volume 2. Hopefully we should get through that for the night, even though it's gone pitch black. Farmer Ven, yeah. Farmer Ven, Mechanic Ven, Game Hunter Ven. Yeah, it literally is a do-it-all, you know, jack of all trades, as they say. I need something to eat and drink. Getting really tired, really hungry. Create a salad from random vegetables. Let's do that. Create a salad from random vegetables. So that'll be a cabbage salad, I suspect. Let's have a look at that first before we nosh it. Unhappiness 5, that's good. You know, that reduces our unhappiness and our thirst, and quite a bit of other bits and pieces as well. So we continue reading the book. So I'm not so worried about thirst and hunger at the minute. So I've got plenty of cabbages. Right, so there we go, that's that book read. So the next time I'll pick up my carrots. I'm missing volume 3, I just realised that. Oh dear. That's bad. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Oh, it doesn't surprise me because I've tried using wild cabbage before, because that's the only thing that I've had access to, and that doesn't seem to have worked at all. So that's not entirely a surprise to me. Let's drink. Right, so let's put this down in my fishing kit. So obviously with my fishing kit I've got all of my frogs, so I'm stockpiling frogs so that I've got, because like I say, they don't die, they don't go off, they don't run away, and I've got 4 frogs there which I can get meat from, or game from. So I know it sounds bizarre, but it just works. Let's put the this in here, because the fish is not fresh, and if it's fresh food, obviously it helps your unhappiness, whereas if it's not fresh, then you've got a problem. I'm going to do a salad, random fruits. Now it'd be interesting to see if we can actually get some, because then that means I'm actually trapping stuff, because I'm still missing the first Hunter magazine as well, which is really deeply annoying. salad. I've got the other meals. Right, that's it, off to bed. I mean, I think you're right, carrots and fresh carrots, fresh cabbage, all of that sort of thing are great for it, but no, they're all still well watered. What are my carrots doing? They're still well watered, that's fine. Let's check my traps. Oh, I need to bake my other traps as well. Pick up a couple of them. So they're all pretty much the same. They're all of the worms are the same quality. They're all the same nutritional value. Right, let's see if we've had any luck with our traps. If this actually works, it will be the first time that I've had one of these traps work, and it hasn't. It's just not a thing. We might have to come back to that at a later date. But wow, good grief! I don't know whether you've seen that, but it's like, congratulations, this is from Restream.io, because I push out, when I stream through OBS Studio, push out to Restream, and then that pushes out to the two channels, which are YouTube and Twitch. And I've actually just got a message saying, congratulations, you reached 100 messages today on Restream chat. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. I will retweet that. Right, so speaking of tweets, we need food. Straight on the off, we have found a cockroach. I'm not eating that, but it's good with ketchup, as we always say. Just see if we can find some berries and mushrooms quickly. Or chipstones, I can't eat those. I found a book. Oh well, guess I've got something to burn. I'll actually pick those up because I'm going to put them in my stove. My brand new super stove. Didn't I just walk past that bit? Oh, logs. I'll head back to my shack now. I've got some logs. That'll help me with some planks and that. Check on my traps on the way through. I've got me roasted stuff from yesterday, so I'm not going to go hungry. Hey, berries. And they're fresh. Fantastic. Stones. Come across those often enough to not really need them. Yep, my refuge is definitely beginning to look like a mechanic's front garden, isn't it? Well, there we go, and I think that's everything I've needed to achieve today. I've done really well. So today's extravaganzas, we've managed to hotwire some cars. We've been able to go and pick up a stove and install a stove into our home. So we've now got a way of heating our house, keeping ourselves warm, and we've now got a new way to cook. We're cooking indoors, so we're not exposed at all, which is also good. And we've got running water, and we've got some new vehicles as well. This is really going well, and our farming's coming along as well. Interesting that I didn't get any seeds from those cabbages. Maybe I should have just left one to go to seed, maybe, or a couple. Oh well, not sure if that's how it works, but no, worms don't ever go bad, Supertone. Not once, not ever. It's like the animals. It's like anything. Yeah, I should have left a couple to do that, shouldn't I? Didn't think about it until just now. What I'll do is I'll leave a couple of I'll take 2 of the carrots, and I'll leave 4 of the potatoes to go to seed. So if I take that line of potatoes and that 2 of those carrots, or maybe just take 1. I don't really need the heart, because all I want to use carrots for is for the traps. It's the only reason why I'm growing them. I mean, potatoes are just useful in salads and things like that, and creating roasts, and roast potatoes and roast chicken or roast veg, whatever. Those I'll use for food. But I think what I'll try and do is I'll try and time it so that I'll plant perhaps cabbage last and carrots at a specific time. So potatoes will go in first because they take the longest, and then sort of like carrots, and then you sort of space it out on the right days. Then you get all of them, so you get carrots, cabbages, potatoes, broccoli, all in the same, all on the same day. So you've got a really good set of food to last you a week, and then you've got every day you sort of like set it out, and hopefully you just keep getting crop, and you leave some to go to seed every time, so that you keep getting seeds from it. But like I said, I'm not short on food. I'm able to fish and get a lot of food that way. I'm able to forage and get food that way. So things are going well. Trapping kind of bumps up my food stock at the minute. I mean, the mouse traps, once you've run out of chocolate, I think you're stuffed. Because I haven't got any cheese. I can't make cheese because there's no milk. There's no sort of like dairy farming in this. But then you've still got fishing and you've still got foraging. You're not going to go hungry like this in this particular way. And you're not going to go thirsty either, considering my location and the fact that I've got plumbing water. I can heat water and from the lake and boil it so that it's no longer poisonous or tainted. It's then very drinkable. So I am actually surviving from here. So the only thing I'm really missing, I suppose, is the first Trapper magazine, which I have never found. So Hunter magazine version 1 and that 3rd farming book, and then that's it. I've got all of the materials I think I need. The other one is The only other one I can think of that I haven't seen is the Gorilla Radio book. Gorilla Radio. But we'll see. But there we go. That's it for this week. It's been a couple of hours, just about. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining me on the chat, Super Tone Man as usual, and Joe Lemmy, and of course RP Marathi Vlogs. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. Much appreciated that you've watched my live stream. You're always welcome. But I hope you have a great week. I will hopefully be doing although I don't guarantee it, some Days Gone tomorrow around 1 o'clock for a couple of hours. Supertone's been watching me on that, but feel free to join. But until then, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you then. But if not, I will see you next week, Sunday 1 o'clock GMT as usual. Links in the description below for Twitch and Facebook and Twitter, and I've been posting stuff on those, so keep an eye out. But until then, thank you very much for watching again. Have a great week. Bye bye.